2 weeks ago will today make their second appearance in court. Over 300 people died in the week-long unrest in parts of KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng. Our reporter Jayed Paulse has more details on this. A very good afternoon to you, Jayed. What do we know?
A very good afternoon to you, Nzinga, and to the viewers back at home. And for those that have been following this court case here in Verulam, you would know that 10 suspects have appeared in the court. We were actually surprised that 2 more have joined that number. And if I could just go through some of the notes that I took down, which was interesting for me. One of the suspects seemed to be a security guard, Nzinga. We did hear from court this morning that he was in contravention of the SIRA Act. And you would know that SIRA is a body that is formed and monitors security guards, private security companies here in South Africa. So we have heard in court that he has contravened that act, and we can name these people now because they have appeared in court. That's Miranda Reddy, and he will be applying for his formal bail application on the 5th next week. We also saw several charges against those 12 suspects, many of them attempted murder, murder charges also related to them as well. Ammunition, possible charges of defeating the ends of justice. We are still awaiting an official statement from the National Prosecuting Authority in KwaZulu-Natal, that being Natasha Kara, to confirm for us all these charges. But many of them looking at charges of attempted murder, Nzinga, murder, unlicensed firearms, possession of ammunition, but also shining a light on a particular security guard that was also found to have, contravened the SIRA Act. We also heard the judge talking about more evidence and an investigation that's going to be looking at his bail application. Most of them are also charged with, a level 5 charges, and that means that you're looking at charges of murder as well as attempted murder. Now, we did hear Prosecutor Gounden, who is defending most of the suspects in this matter, saying they're going to be doing more investigations. The state is opposing bail at this moment in time. There are about 3 on that list of the 12 suspects who are only charged for, minor mishaps. Some of them in possession of drugs, some of them in possession of illegal ammunition, unlicensed firearms. So that's going to still be looked at, but majority of them are charged with attempted murder and murder, which is a Schedule 5, attempt and level of the court. So they're going to be looking at this quite closely. Most of them are going to be appearing in the Verulam Magistrates Court next week. Some of them on different dates. We imagined as the media that it will all be included into one case. However, that is not the case. They have been in drips and drabs throughout the course of this morning. We started with the first 3 on the list who are said to have been in, charges of attempted murder and a murder, and then thereafter we saw several of the other suspects taking to the dock, and them also having some minor charges. So at this moment in time, what we can tell you is that most of them will have their formal bail application here next week. We were also told by the judge that has been presiding over this matter that most of them will be remanded into custody. No one has received bail as yet. Their formal bail applications will be set next week as investigations are still ongoing. Nzinga.
Jayed Paulse giving us an update there from KwaZulu-Natal.